Ciao a tutti and welcome back to Earth to Rocco. Today we're gonna make a vegan version of one of my all-time favorites. We're gonna make some Italian meatballs. This was something my Nonna used to make every Sunday, and we'd walk in and there would always be freshly fried meatballs waiting to be eaten. We would eat so many of these and get full before even eating lunch. And this version is just as good, if not better. I'm also gonna show you how to make a vegan parmesan that can be used in a wide range of dishes. Ora Cominciamo! First, we're gonna start by making our vegan Parmigiano, because what's a meatball without Parmigiano? So in this bowl, I have some hemp seeds, but you can also use crushed up pumpkin seeds or cashews. I'm gonna add in some nutritional yeast, a little bit of lemon zest, some salt, garlic powder, and some onion powder. Now we'll mix this all together. So I'm gonna set aside about 1/4 cup for my meatballs. With the rest, I'm gonna cover it and I can store it in the fridge for up to 3 months. For my meatballs, I'm using Impossible meat. I like to use Impossible meat because the flavor of Impossible meat doesn't overpower the rest of the ingredients. Here I have some aquafaba. I got the aquafaba from a can of chickpeas. Aquafaba can be used as an egg replacer for a lot of recipes, and it works well to bind our meatballs. I'm also going to put in some breadcrumbs, some minced garlic, fresh finely chopped parsley, our vegan parm, black pepper, and some salt. Let's put in a little bit of olive oil. Now the best way to do this is to mix it up by hand. So now that our mixture is combined, we can start forming our meatballs. Nonna used to make her meatballs nice and small, so I'm going to be doing the same thing. The best way to do this is to grab some of the meat and squeeze it between your hands, then roll it into a ball. You can bake these meatballs, but we're gonna fry them just like Nonna did. Before I fry them, I'm just gonna place them in the freezer for about 10 minutes so they firm up and don't break apart in the oil. You can also freeze them and cook them later. That's something I used to do all the time. Now we're ready to fry our meatballs. I have about 2 inches of neutral oil heating up on the stove. So we'll gently drop the meatballs into the oil. Now we're gonna let these cook until they're browned. I'm gonna turn them over 1 time at about 4 minutes in. Ora Mangiamo. These are just like Nonna's. They're nice and crispy on the outside and they're really tender on the inside. The vegan Parmesan was the perfect addition. Tastes just like Parmigiano cheese. Thank you for joining me in making these delicious Italian meatballs. Make them for yourself to experience the flavors of my Nonna's kitchen in your own home. If you like these Italian meatballs, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with my latest recipes. Head on over to earth2rocco.com to get the ingredients and instructions for today's recipe and more. Buon appetito!